Barack Obama, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X,
still here.
Huey P. Newton, Marcus Garvey, Drew Ali. No man gonna redeem you out of this. Your only redemption comes through the shed blood of who the Bible called Jesus the Christ for my Hebrew brothers, Yahweh. What you got here, brother?
Some information about Ramses and the 19th dynasty.
Oh.
So we can get a time frame and an understanding.
Oh. We just looked at that book and it said from the period of the 19th dynasty. Chain war captives.
And watch what name is affiliated with their titles. Ramses II.
Ramses II. Wow.
Biblical connection to historical fact.
See? That's how you prove the Bible's historical, man.
And I'll read that when bro get through with that.
You good, though?
You film it up.
Prove all things.
Prove all things.
Right, bro. Go ahead and read that.
Read you this quick paragraph. Speaking of Ramses II, titled Ramses II, King of Egypt. Third king of the 19th dynasty from 1292 through 1190 BCE of ancient Egypt, whose reign was from 1279 through 13 BCE, was the second longest in Egyptian history. In addition to his wars with the Hittites, which are the biblical people, and the Libyans, he is known for his extensive building programs. And what were the Egyptians doing in rigor? Mortar
and brick.
And brick building. And for many colossal statues of him found all over Egypt still to this day.
Wow. Wow. So it's safe to say there is proof the children of Israel are and were in Egypt.
And it was the longest period of Egyptian history.
Longest period, huh, Hebrew?
With the greatest colossal buildings made. Understand, that's what the Israel was there to do, to build them great cities.
Exactly. That's being that, though.
The Egyptians didn't do it. The slaves they enslaved did.
That sounds right to me.
That sound about right, don't it, Hebrew?
All right, the next kingdom we're gonna show our presence and our greatness in is the Assyrian Empire. After Egypt, the Assyrians came into play. We got page 58 in the ancient world, right here. Some more historical findings showing our forefathers going into captivity by the Assyrians, and then we're gonna read from a passage out the Bible, 2 Kings 18, verses 11 through 13. Ancient world, page 58, up here by my finger. Again, this is in stone. You can't get around it. It's undeniable, man. Why is this in stone? And ask yourself a question. Why is it that those people look like the so-called Negroes here in America and not Jaime Weinstein? You got to answer that.
Think about Bible dictionary, too.
If the Jews are black folk, you feel me? How is it that you know them today as Caucasians and white folk? How is that possible? All right, what did that say right there, brother? 2 Kings 18, 11 through 13.
2 Kings 18, 11 through 13. And the king of Assyria did carry away Israel unto Assyria, and put them in Halah, and in Habar, by the river of Gozan, and in the city of the Medes, because they obeyed not the voice of the Lord their God.
That's why we were taken down. All our captivities got to do with us going against our God, including the one we in now. You feel me? So in order for the people that call themselves Jews to be Jews, they must fit the prophecies, man. According to the prophecy, history, and archaeology, we are the children of Israel. And when I say we, I'm talking about the Negroes here in America. I'm talking about the Native American brothers that suffered devastation from these heathens. And I'm talking about the so-called Hispanic or Latin tribes. And understand this. All these people were originally dark-skinned, man. You feel me? You looking, what you see today is products after the Spanish Inquisition. You feel me? And the mixing of Asians and all that. You know what I'm saying? But again, it ain't about us looking outwardly. It's about the spirit that's on a person. Before and on the record. You know what I'm saying? The indigenous people of this world, before the arrival of Columbus, you feel me? And the brothers that were brought over on slave ships and scattered to the four corners of the world are the 12 tribes of Israel. Make no mistake about it. You can't get around it. Alright, come on, brother.
Because they obeyed not the voice of the Lord their God.
We didn't obey the voice of our God. We started serving other gods. Come on, brother.
But transgressed his covenant. And all that Moses, the servant of the Lord, commanded. And would not hear them, nor do them. Now in the 14th year of King Hezekiah did Sennacherib, king of Assyria, come up against all the fenced cities of Judah and took them.
All right, I'm going to jump back one chapter, 2 Kings chapter 17. I'm going to go a little bit more into it. 2 Kings chapter 17, I'm going to start at verse 6. And it says, in the 9th year of Hoshea, the king of Assyria took Samaria and carried Israel away into Assyria and placed them in Halah and in Habor by the river of Gozan and in the city of the Medes, like we just read. For so it was that the children of Israel had sinned against the Most High their power, which had brought them up out of the land of Egypt from under the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and had feared other gods. See if you can get a picture of those chariot wheels at the bottom of the Red Sea. I need to show them that too. Evidence of our departure out of Egypt. Did you say it was no evidence? And you see it's because we start fearing other gods. The Most High took our power from us and stirred up the mind of these other nations to come get at us. That has always been the problem. So it's not a good thing that you involved in other doctrines and worships of other gods and then try to mingle it with the scripture. You need to get away from all that Halloween, that Christmas, that Easter, that Thanksgiving, that 4th of July, that Valentine's Day, that New Year's Eve celebration. Get away from all that and get back into what thus saith the scripture, because that's the reason why we here. Picking up the doctrines of these other gods. All right? Right here, and it says, and walked in the statues of the heathen, whom the Lord cast out from before the children of Israel, and of the kings of Israel, which they made. And the children of Israel did secretly those things that were not right against the Lord their power, and they built them high places in all their cities, from the tower of the watchmen to the fenced cities. And they set them up images and groves in every high hill and under every green tree, like you under them green trees on Christmas today. Still to this day you up under them green trees. And there they burnt incense in all the high places, as did the heathen whom Yahweh carried away before them, and wrought wicked things to provoke the Most High to anger. For they served idols, whereof the Most High said unto them, ye shall not do this thing. All right, we need to get freedom in the ancient world. You got that over here? Freedom in the ancient world, 5th page of pictures. And also the story of the Bible. I'm going to grab this Josephus over here.
We got the obelisk of Shalmaneser the Third. Picture of Jehu, captive. Top right.
That's in stone again.
That's in stone.
King Jehu bowing to the Syrian king, making tribute.
And let's remember, the name of this book is Freedom in the Ancient World. To them, putting us in captivity was their freedom. So they don't have to worry about us ruling over them with laws and statutes of our God. So to them, they was free. And this what they glorified. Got that?
Yeah.
Also in the Flavius Josephus,
In the spring of
the Antiquity of the Jews, book 10, chapter 2. And this is another artifact they found, the hexagonal clay prism of Sennacherib, in which he gives his version of the Assyrian campaign against King Hezekiah, claiming to have shut him inside Jerusalem like a caged bird. And you can find this at the Oriental Institute, University of Chicago.
We just read that.
This right here.
Campaigns against Israel.
That's an Assyrian artifact. With the Assyrians giving their version of their campaign against the children of Israel. And he's bragging about how he shut one of our kings inside Jerusalem like a caged bird, man. These are artifacts.
And the script said, what it said there, that 2 Kings 18:13. Now in the 14th year of King Hezekiah did Sennacherib, king of Assyria, come up against all the fenced cities of Judah and took them.
You got it though? You see that? So you running around here claiming the Bible was not true, you're lying. You're lying. You know what I'm saying? We got all the we got the research. We did the research, the proof. The burden of proof is on you. You running around here claiming it's not true. All right, the next captivity we're gonna get into is Babylon. We're going to this ancient world.
Hold on, bro.
Page 21. You find them wheels yet?
Yeah, also I want to give y'all the definition real quick too, so we can kind of get this out. We look at the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. It's a Bible about theology and words, written by Matthew DeMoyce and also by J. Edward Miller. And it gives a definition of what Ham is. And it says, Ham, which is the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of the 8 souls, or 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, and Ethiopians, and Libyans, which we just got through reading about, and the Canaanites. And so I'm also going to show you a picture now of a 3,000-year-old picture about the soldiers, the wooden statues they have over in Cairo Museum in Egypt, in Northeast Africa. How did you get Europeans out of this? It's a 3,000-year-old. Well, the picture ain't 3,000-year-olds, but it's the wooden soldiers they found over in Egypt, and this is 3,000 years old. All right. So this is even 1,000 years before Christ, which would put us right back in that same time frame. You see what I'm saying? So how did you get Europeans out of that?
So you say sons of Ham, huh? Dark skin, but not the Negroes.
But the progenitor.
It explains why other dark-skinned people was always enslaving another group of dark-skinned people.
Because in the ancient world, it wasn't about all that in the ancient world, man. It was about where you from, what God you claim, you feel me, and your integrity as a man. You feel? That's all it came down to. Who your fathers are. Who are you? What's your father's name? Oh, yeah, it's a stand-up brother. Come on in, brother. Take your shoes off. Have the servants wash your feet. Eat some bread and drink some wine with it. You feel me? Let's chop it up a little. That's what it was about in the ancient world, man. Your word, if it came out your mouth, you had to fulfill it. You feel me? It wasn't about all this new jack, this philosophy like it is today, man. You know what I'm saying? You can just say something and don't stand on it. You got pictures of that boy, whatchamacallit?
Wheel.
Yeah,
I'm pulling it up right now.
Now trip off this. These are the chariot wheels from the 19th dynasty that they found at the bottom of the Red Sea. Chariot wheels.
And this is one right here.
You can find that video in Exodus
we got a video
Revealed.
like 2 minutes and 56 seconds if you want to play it.
Exodus for Revealed.
Yeah, y'all look up Exodus Revealed as well. You know what I'm saying? These right here these are chariot wheels found at the bottom of the Red Sea. What they doing down there? Read about the Exodus. The children of Israel in the Bible. It tell you that Pharaoh's army drowned in the Red Sea.